everyone, welcome to Java tutorials. Topics for today's session is, first we have to know about the Java, what is Java, and different iterative statements in Java, and what is the difference between while and do while loops. Java initially developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystems and released in 1995. Java is a computing platform for development and an object-oriented language. Java is class-based because in the Java everything can be specified within the class only. Java is concurrent programming language, that is multiple programs can execute simultaneously, and it can run on any platforms and free to access. Okay, Sun Microsystems developed Java as the simple, secure, robust, complete object-oriented and platform-independent high-level language. Java is portable and multi-threaded technology which gives it high performance. Java has different control statements. Those can be categorized into three: selection statements, iteration statements, and jumping statements or jump statements. And again these are categorized into different sections. Selection statements can be categorized into if else, and nested if else if, and switch statement. Iteration statements are divided into while loop, do while loop, for loop. Jump statements can be categorized into break, continue, return. Okay, in this tutorial we learn about the iteration statements. These are also known as the looping statements or loops. Okay, the loops are loop means repeatedly executing some block of statements or some statements executing repeatedly is called the loops. Okay, these are used to execute a block of statements multiple times. Means some code executes multiple times until some specified condition becomes false, and these are also called iteration. It executes repeatedly, means it is called the iterating statements. And these are three types of statements: while, for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay, while loop is also known as the entry controlled loop, because in the while loop, this is the syntax for the while loop. First we have to while test expression, means condition. We have to first check the condition and next enter into the body of the while. So it is a condition is checked first, so it is called the entry controlled loop. Okay, and it is while loop is a control flow statements that allows code to be executed repeatedly based on the given Boolean condition. Here we can specify the Boolean condition that may be the either true or false. Until this condition becomes false, these statements can be get executed. If this condition is true, then only it executes. And this while loop can be thought as the repeating if statement. In the if also we check the condition for the Boolean expression, either it may be the true or false. If that statement is true, then some of this set of statements can be get executed. If that condition is false, then some set of statements can get executed. Okay, just like the while loop also executes like that. Okay, and it is used for this while loop is used for iterating some part of the program, executing repeating several times. And these loop can be used when iterations is not fixed. We didn't know how many times to be get executed those number of steps. In those situations only we can use the while loop. This is the flow diagram for the while loop. This is the start. Here it starts and it checks the condition. If this condition is true, then it executes the statements. If this condition is false, then it exits from the loop. Okay, if this condition true, then these statements executed and again check the condition. And if that true, again executed. If that condition false, like this, until this condition becomes false, this set of statements can get executed. This is the example for the while loop. Okay, this is the class while demo. Here we are using the main. Here I declared the variable n, which is starting with the 1. Okay, that is 1 is assigned to n, while n less than or equal to 10. Up to this condition becomes false. When n becomes 11, then this statements becomes false. So these statements are not executed. So it enters n is equal to 1. 1 is less than 10. So it displays the system.out.println n displays. And I is, so here you have to write about the n. N is equal to n plus plus. N plus plus means plus 1 incremented. So n becomes 2. 2 is less than 10. Okay, next it displays and again it checks. N is incremented and n is 3. 3 is less than 10 up to 10 numbers. So it displays 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10 numbers it displays. Up to 10 it displays. When n becomes 11, it checks 11 is greater than 11 is less than 10. No, this condition or expression becomes false. So it exits from this loop. It does not enter into loop. So after that no statements are executed. So program close. Like this it displays the 1 to 10 numbers. And this is the another while example which is entered into the infinite loop. While loop executes when the specified condition becomes false. But here we specified while true. Here we are not specifying any expression. So expression never becomes false. We are just entered the true. Always this is the true. So it always prints the infinite number of statements, that is the infinite while loop. It is continuously printing like this. Okay, this is called the infinite while loop. Okay, this is the another example. And next is the do while loop. While loop is the entry controlled loop. Opposite to the while, do while is the exit controlled loop. This is called the exit control loop because observe the syntax. Here we started with a do and open brace and execution of statements are body of the loop and close after we are specifying the while and condition. So what is the meaning of this? First it enters into the loop and then it checks. Okay, here you observe, here this is the statement and is that is true or false? No problem, but it enters into the loop and executed statements and checks the condition. If the condition is true, then it enter and again executed statement. If this condition false, it exits from the loop. Likewise, comparing to the while, do while is executed at least once. This is also used when number of iterations are not fixed. Okay. And this loop is executed at least once because before condition check, the loop is started. Okay, unlike the while, do while is check for the condition after executing the statements at least once. This is the difference between the while and do while loop. And this is the example. Okay, this example is to display the numbers from 1 to 15. Okay, this is the do while demo. Main method, n is assigned, started with 1. Do system.out.println. First it is printing what is the n value. N value is 1. So it displays and n value increments 2. Now it checks, is that 2 is less than or equal to 15? Okay, this is true. Then it enters into the loop. Then it started again, entered into the loop. N is equal to now 2 displays. First 1 displayed, next n is equal to 2 displayed, next n becomes n plus 1, next it becomes 3 is less than 5, 15, so it displays. Likewise this up to 15 it displays the n value. Next after 15 displayed, n is equal to n plus 1 means 15 plus 1. 16 is less than 15? No. Now this exits from the loop. So after this loop, there is no statement. So it exits from the loop. Likewise, it displays the numbers from 1 to 50. And this is the another example which is entering into the infinite do-while loop. Do-while loop executed when this specified boolean expression becomes false. But here we are not specifying any boolean expression. Here we are specified just true. So it entered, this is the main method do, and this print statement we are written the infinite do while loop, and while true, this is the true. So it enters into the loop, again printed, until it becomes false, this loop can be executed. But here no chance to condition becomes the false. So it enters into the infinite loop. And this is the next is the for loop statement. The for loop statement is another iterative statement or looping statement which is used to iterate and evaluate some code multiple times, repeating the some set of statements executed multiple times. Then we can use the either while or do while or for loop. But for loop can be used when number of iterations is known to the user. While and do while can be used when number of iterations are not known to the user or programmer. When the number of iterations are known, means here we are specified the initialization, means where to start the condition and up to which condition and what is the increment or decrement. When this is started, what is the next? Either that may be the increment or decrement up to this condition. It can be executed. Here we are specifying start and condition and step value. So we know the number of iterations. In those situations, for loop can be used. In the while do while, the user doesn't know the how many times the loop or set of statements can be get executed. When the number of iterations is known by the user, this for loop can be used. We have three types of for loop: simple for loop, for each loop, and labeled for loop. For each loop can be used to traverse the arrays or collections, just like simple for loop is just simple for loop, and labeled for loop is for labeling the for loop. Okay, this is the algorithm flowchart for the for loop. Here we started, first we initialized, and next condition, and next it executes the set of statements. If the condition up to condition becomes false, it get executed. Up to it is true, it executes, and after the condition the statements are executed and value is incremented until it condition becomes false. This number of steps can be get executed. This is the example for the for loop. Okay, this is the for loop demo. For loop, we are using the for loop, so I am named as the for loop demo. Okay, and main method writing the for loop, which is used to print the hello world 5 times. Okay, for int I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 1. We are starting from the 1 up to 5. I becomes 5. First it started with 5, 1 and up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 plus plus means after 1 it becomes 1 plus 1, 2. And after 2, 2 plus 1, 3. Just like up to 5 it executes, and it displays some word hello. Okay, up to we are specified 1 to 5. So hello displayed 5 times. This is the simple for loop. Here we know what is the how many times this loop is executing. This loop is executing 5 times. Okay, and this is the another example which displays the multiplication table. Okay, here I am named as the for demo, and main method here I used for multiplication table. What are the values changed, what is the input, which multiplication table you need, and what are the next increment value, and what is the result. Okay, these we need. So we taken as the two integers n and I. N is for the multiplication table and I is for the changing value. Okay, n is equal to, here I specified, okay, this here you have to specify the 2. Okay, for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 2 table up to 2 into 1, 2 into 2 up to 2 into 10, it can be get executed. It displays n plus means 2, plus means concatenation operator. After we have to display the into star, and I value first it is the 1, and after that n into I, 2 into 1. Okay, 2 into 1 becomes 2. Okay, next I becomes 2, and n is always 2 up to 10 times. Up to I becomes 11, n is always 2. Okay, n is not changing here. If we want to change the n value, we have to use another for loop or input statement. Now I becomes 2, so it displays 2 and star into 2. Okay, go 2 into 2, the result is 4. Like this, 2 multiplication of 2 can be executed. So it displays the multiplication 2. If you change the n as 3, it displays the 3 multiplication table. If you change n as 4, it displays 4 multiplication table. When you are executing, the output is changed. Okay, when you change this n value, every time you change, you have to save and compile and execute. Okay, and this is the next for each loop. For each loop is used to traverse the elements in an array. Okay, in those situations, for each loop can be used. Here you have to specify for t elements, which type of element, and collection or array can be specified. Here we are dividing these by the colon, and here you have to specify the number of statements to be executed. Okay, and the elements present in the array, here you specified the collection of objects or collection of variables is specified in the array. Those array elements can be displayed one by one. Okay, here no need to specify the increment or decrement value, because array is automatically started with identified by the index and starts with 0, and automatically it changes to 0, 1, 2 up to, if the array size is n, up to 0 to n minus 1, it get executed. Okay, for example, here we are using the one class example class for each demo main method int array. AR is equal to array which has some values assigned 500, 131, 102, 153. We are assigned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. So array size becomes 5. For int, which type of value you want to display. Okay, these are the values which belongs to the integer. So here we are displaying the integer value. So here you specified the t type of element can be the I, and which array you want to display, array AR array. Okay, so here you just specify the array name and use the print statement. Up to array elements all are printed, these statements get executed. The first array index starts with 0, that is the value 500. Next one, automatically these all values are traversed. If you increase the values, those values can also be displayed. So for each loop can be used to traverse the array elements. And next is the labeled for loop. Okay, labeled for loop is used to give label before the for loop. Here we are specifying before the for loop, we are labeling that loop. Okay, it is very useful when we are using the nesting for loops. Okay, this is the syntax: label name, any name, and ended with colon for initialization, condition, as well as the increment or decrement. Just like the simple difference only is the before for loop you have to specify the label. Okay, and number of statements get executed. Here it is the example, and this is the public class label demo. Next main method for here labeled as the num. For int I is equal to 1, started with 1 and up to 5 it is get executed. Next I am using the another label. for another variable. Here is the I and here is the j. For I becomes up to 5, j can be repeated. Okay, if I is equal to 2 and j is equal to, I is incremented and j, when I is equal to and j is equal to, then we are using the break num. Num means this is the label name. For outer side loop is breaking. Okay, so it exits from this loop. So when I is equal to 2 and j is equal to, the statements are within the loops can be stopped. Okay, the break statement, what it does, it does the break the loops. Break is the jumping statement which is used to break the number of iterations of the for loop. So it displays for I is equal to 1 started and j is also the 1. After I is equal to 1, j up to 5 it is repeated. Okay, next 1 and j is 2 and 1 j 1, I is 1 and j 3 up to j 5, I is 1. Next I becomes 2 and j is 1. Next I is only 2 and j is 2. When these both are 2, we are written the break num. Num means this label loop can be breaked. So the loop exits from the the cursor exits from this loop. So these statements cannot execute further. So break statement breaks the number of iterations of the loops. And next is the difference between while and do while. Okay, while in the while the condition is checked first and then statements is executed. In the do while, statement is executed at least once, thereafter condition is checked. This is the entry control loop and this is the exit control loop. It might occur statements is executed 0 times if condition is false. At least once the statement is executed, either this is the true or false. No semicolon at the end of the while condition. Semicolon at the end of the while in the do while loop. If there is a single statement, brackets are not required for the while, but brackets are always required because we are checking the condition at the end. So brackets are needed. If there is a single statement, brackets are not required and here brackets are always required. And while loop we call the entry control because the condition is checked once and after that it entered into the loop. And do while is called the exit control. It entered first the loop and after it checks the condition. So we call this as the exit control loop. The syntax for the while is while, condition and number of statements, and this is the body of the, and do while, do and body of the loop, and next it checks the while condition. So this is the difference between while and do while loop. In the summary, we learnt in this lesson iterative statements, different iterative statements. Iterative statements means repeating number of times, repeatedly executing some set of statements repeatedly is called looping statements or iterative statements. We learnt while loop, do while loop and for loop, and also we learned what is the difference between while and do while loop. Okay, and while and do while are, the while is the entry control loop and do while is the exit controlled loop. And thank you one and all.